Alright, so what we're going to be doing today, grade 7s, is adding with mixed numbers. Specifically, our focus is going to be adding symbols with mixed numbers. So, before we get into adding mixed numbers, I think it's really important to be able to simplify an improper fraction and write it in a mixed number form. So we have a couple examples here from our work. So we have 10/6. Well, we know that 6 goes into 10 once, and 6 times 1 is 6. 10 take away 6 is 4. So this would be 1 4/6, or we could say 1 2/3. We have 4 divided by 2. Well, 2 goes into 4 twice. That's a good one. Alright, this one here we have 6/4. Another method to do this question that we didn't do for the first one is, let's say we can half 6, we can half 4. It's kind of like dividing both of these by 2. So instead of saying 4 or 6/4, we could actually say 3/2, which is bigger on the topper, so it's improper. 2 goes into 3 once, and then 1's left over, so we have 1.5. Well, 15/3. 15 can be divided by 3 5 times. That would be a whole. Okay, likewise, this one here. 20/12 is the same as 10/6. And we know that 10/6 is the same as 1 2/3. Okay, and we have 19/4 and 19/4. Well, we know that 4 times 5 is 20, so it's just 1 below 20. So it's actually going to be, we can go in here 1 2 3 4 times. Okay, so if I count up 4, 8, 12, 16, that's where my 4 is coming from. So 4 times 4 is 16. 19 take away 16 is going to be 3. Okay, so we can simplify things that way. So hopefully we've had enough practice with this, and now we can move on to some more difficult questions. First question, let's add 1/3 to 1 5/6. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the fractions and whole numbers separately. So we can just leave out the whole number here. So we've separated this, so we have 1/3 plus 5/6 plus 1. This 1 will come back into the equation later on. So once again, with 1/3, I need to make common denominators with 5/6. So I'm going to revert 1/3, multiply the top and bottom both by 2, multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. So 1/3 is the same as 2/6. So instead of 1/3 plus 5/6, we'll have 2/6 plus 5/6, which is 7/6. Now 7/6 is the same as 1/1/6 plus this one down here. So I have to add that to my whole numbers. So my final for 1/3 plus 1 5/6 is 2 1/6. And my last question. Now, if I have 1.5 plus 2 1/3, what I can first do is I can add my whole numbers. Alright, so I added my whole numbers. 1 plus 2 equals 3. And now I can go ahead and I can add the fractions. Okay, so I have 1/2 plus 1/3. Now I need to be able to do this with common denominators. So we have 1/2 and 1/3. We know that's 6. So we have 3/6 plus 2/6. That's 5/6. Don't forget I had a big 3. So the final answer here is 3 5/6. Okay, and that's how we can add mixed numbers with a fraction. Okay, so we have 1.5 plus 2 1/3. And so I separate, so I add my whole numbers, and then I can save that for later. And then I just add the fractions like we have been doing, and then voila. And actually, I'm going to tidy that up a little bit there, because it kind of looked like I had 35 over 6. So I had a big 3, and then I had 5 over 6. That looks more presentable.